Okay, people, before we get started, definitely would appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified when we drop new episodes. We drop new episodes of Forever News every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and we re-upload some of those segments throughout the week for your viewing pleasure. So yeah, hit those buttons, subscribe, bell, all of that good stuff. Let's jump into the news. Dragon Ball Super fans, in particular people that have seen or heard of Dragon Ball Superhero the film, we got some comments from Akira Toriyama recently, because in case you don't know, despite the fact that Dragon Ball Superhero is doing it up in the US, and we got a story later on we're going to talk about regarding everything that's happening with that film, over there in Japan it's been a different tale. It hasn't been rocking out like over here in the West, demonstrating that Dragon Ball fans maybe in Japan have actually moved on, or it could be a variety of other things like, hey, the 3D CGI was jarring to them, maybe they don't rock with it as much as the West does. Also the fact that the marketing was tailored specifically towards Gohan and Piccolo, and Japan seems to really just want that Goku and Vegeta wave. So there's a multitude of reasons why it could have done poorly over there in Japan, but it seems as though Akira Toriyama is giving it his best go, and Shueisha was like, dog, please say something, because we got some words from Toriyama basically really asking nicely if you could go watch Dragon Ball Superhero the movie. And I was kind of like, damn, if they pulling out the big guns once again, like Toriyama has been speaking about this film frequently leading up to it, they must really need his help to get people in those seats. Let's read what he had to say. In regards to Dragon Ball Superhero the movie, I finally got to see the completed film. To put it shortly, it's an amazing anime movie. Of course, to have the original creator say that may not be the most convincing argument, but I couldn't help but get excited when I was watching it. I'm an old man, and yet I got excited. Considering how they've gone to Universe and other such large-scale stages, I thought I'd return to my roots and have the story take place on Earth in a small area. Not only that, but the enemy is the Red Ribbon Army, an enemy that wasn't very impactful when I originally created the series. Plus, Goku and Vegeta aren't even the main characters. I believe I managed to make the story interesting, but I was constantly worried that perhaps I'd made it a little too subdued. And then came director Kodama and the talented animation staff. They took a relatively small scale story compared to the recent Dragon Ball world, and with their unparalleled sense and latest visuals, made it an unprecedented and amazing movie. You mean that 3D CG? Nice way to sweep it under the rug of those new visuals. Especially in the last half, the battles after the downpour scene gave me goosebumps with the visual layout and expert expression. I was getting tingles. Oh god, really, Toriyama? I was getting tingles at the spectacle, and my adrenaline was constantly pumping. Piccolo is amazing. Gohan is amazing. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 and everyone are amazing. I'm usually very calm when it comes to my own works, probably because they always pop off, and this one in Japan ain't really. But I couldn't help but think that. I've never had this happen before. It made me feel thankful for all the work I put in, deliberating with my editor and everything. This is all thanks to director Kodama, the animation staff, all the staff that supported them, the voice actors, and the editors at Shueisha who worked tirelessly to make this the best movie possible. I feel nothing but gratitude. Personally, I am pleased as I ever could be. If anyone out there is hesitating going to see this thinking, Dragon Ball? Please just take me at my word and go see it. I'm sure that by the time you leave the movie theater, you'll be feeling pumped. And I ain't gonna lie, if there was ever somebody trying to sell something, Toriyama was trying to sell people into watching this film. I don't think that this one was for the West at all, because they don't need no convincing. Obviously, it's doing extremely well and all of that good stuff, as we reported last week and what we're going to talk about later in the episode. It's doing fine over here in the West, but this was in particular him trying to get people over there in Japan to come around and go in those shares. I mean, him talking about his adrenaline pumping, the tingling feeling. Toriyama, geez, like, how much did they pay you to say this? No, but seriously, it definitely seems like Toriyama was trying to do a little convincing for people to go watch this film. And honestly, Toriyama has nothing to do with your story. It has nothing to do with how you approached it. It's straight up and down the visuals, the focus on people not being interested in Goku and Vegeta, and the movie being Gohan Piccolo centered, and all of that good stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, he's trying. He's giving it that A1 effort, victory, friendship. So you can go watch that movie. Shout out to Toriyama. Always a riot to hear what the man has to say. Very excited to bring this story to you guys, because I've been recently catching up with this manga at my own pace. I'm not rushing because I'm enjoying every freaking chapter of it. But Dandadan, the series that is in Shonen Jump Plus, in case you don't know about it, highly recommend you go check it out. It's about a dude that gets his schlong taken by an old ghost lady, and then after that, you gotta get his schlong, you gotta get his all sorts of insanity. It's freaking hilarious, crazy. Also has some really cool moments with really awesome characters. But according to this, Wit Studios' Twitter account has started following Tatsu Yukinobu, the mangaka of Dandadan. No announcement nor information has been teased for the series as of yet, but I want to say that the manga is like 80 something chapters deep, so it could very well happen. Although with Wit Studio lately, I've been looking at them like, what is your end game? Because they've been passing off these big titles to other studios. They passed off Attack on Titan to MAPPA. They passed off Vinland Saga to MAPPA. They're doing a collaboration for Spy Family with Cloverworks, which, hey, if they're going to do a collaboration and work on Dandadan, I'm all for it. Dandadan deserves a great studio. I mean, the manga's art is just mwah, mwah. It is so freaking gorgeous. And if we're getting a Wit Studio anime adaptation, Dandadan fans, we are eating, and we are getting one of the best studios to handle it. Even if later on MAPPA has to come and say, no, come over here, we got you, we'll take care of this. But yeah, Wit Studio at the very least might be getting their hands on Dandadan if they're following Tatsu Yukinobu. That is a good sign, right? I mean, why else would they be following him other than Dandadan anime incoming? And if that's the case, woo, people, that's going to be a big one. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Couple of pieces of Spy Family news. Spy Family, in case you don't know, massive series. The anime boosted it even further, but the manga was a high seller as well. And according to this, it says Spy Family has reached 25 million copies in circulation, and I believe there's only 9 volumes out. To sell that many copies that quickly, it's doing its thing. And Shonen Jump Plus has really been just a huge success. From Kaiju number 8, Spy Family, Dandadan, they got hits over there, people. And now Chainsaw Man 2 is on there. Like, they're a big deal. But also, it says here, Spy Family's TV anime second core, a new key visual, which it shows it just really like that, again, family friendly stuff, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, it's cool to watch with family, but I'm not like, hey, look on ya. And it says the second core of the anime is scheduled to start broadcast on October 1st, which that gives me about a month to catch up. I think I'm like on episode 3, although I read a decent amount of the manga back in the day. But yeah, 25 million sales. Anime starts October 1st. New key visual. Go Spy Family. I'm not the biggest fan per se. Not that I dislike it by any means. I haven't really indulged much into it since, like, I don't know, the first few episodes aired and when I read the manga way back when it first started.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably repeat, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.